Good afternoon, everybody. This is Michael Barbie doing assignment 4 for aesthetics and culture. Going to be discussing what I define as aesthetically pleasing and what I define as art, and a few examples of what I think fall into my definitions. So let's get started. So first thing we're starting with is Dante Alighieri's. I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong. His Divine Comedy, poem, epic poem that he wrote in the 1300s, early 1300s, like 1302 through 1321. One of my favorite things to read ever. I've read it probably 22 times at least since middle school. I digress. This book, the imagery, the detail that Dante put into this work, this literary work, was enough that over the last 700 years has become the vision of what people see heaven, hell, and purgatory as. It's what a lot of people, when they think of that stuff, those areas of, they think of this. Moving on. Second, we're going to go with Van Gogh's Starry Night over Rome, which was painted in 1888, if I'm remembering correctly, and I am. And for the third one, I'm also going to be using Van Gogh's Starry Night. Both these paintings look very similar. They're done in a similar manner, and they're actually a year apart. The reason I'm using both of them is everybody knows about Starry Night. Everybody's seen it. Everybody knows it. Just seeing it in movies and all that, they recognize it right away. The reason I'm using both of them is Starry Night over Rome, which is actually a year older than Starry Night. It's this again. It's the same style. It's the same brush strokes. It's the same artist, but it's not widely known. To me, they're both aesthetically pleasing, and they both deserve to be preserved even longer than they already have been. And Starry Night over Rome actually needs to be seen more. So hopefully this will get someone looking at it. If not, just to be like, oh yeah, I can see how that's similar. A couple other things I'm going to mention. 2006's Scanner Darkly. It's a very unique film. It was filmed with Keanu Reeves, Robert Downey Jr., and Woody Harrelson, and Winona Ryder. It was filmed just like I'm filming right now. And then in post-production, they went in and painted over everything to give it that art thing, make it look animated. So it draws you in because you see these actors, but with that filter, that cell shading filter. And it's a really good, really cool concept that you should take a look at. And then the fifth one, I'm going to have to roll back into my video games and the idea of the video games being art. Like, a lot of people are really against video games being an art form, but they really are. They really are an art form. It takes a lot of work, a lot of effort, even just from the conceptual to the post-production and release for those games. They are art. They tell stories. They have extremely awesome visuals. The narration and the aesthetics you get just from watching the characters as you would in film or a series of paintings. It's outstanding, and should definitely be up there on the list of mediums as art. Not garbage. Garbage does not belong in art. That's my piece on this, and hopefully the rest of you have a great afternoon. Signing off.